Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fantasy Island, a series where my friend Blockdown and I each have our own islands to transform into the ultimate medieval kingdoms. In the last episode, we made a super powerful automated XP farm and received a very OP enchanting table from the shrine. And in between episodes, I did a bunch of small things around the base, like upgrading my backpack, expanding our villagers, and even upgrading our storage. Alongside all this extra space, our backpack came with 2 extra upgrade slots. And I actually think I want to craft the feeding upgrade because this is going to automatically feed us from our backpack and I won't have to worry about eating anymore. Just need to craft up a glistering melon and a golden carrot. And luckily for us, we had a upgrade template and an ender pearl, so there we go, our feeding upgrade. And once it's in our backpack, we can actually set a filter so that it'll only eat what we set it to allow to eat. So let's go ahead and set this like pumpkin pie and this bread. And now that those are in our backpack, it'll eat those instead of like eating our enchanted golden apple. Yeah, and I guess we can set this steak too. At this point, I only want to keep important stuff in my backpack and only use it for storage if I absolutely have to. I want to keep everything in shulker boxes. That way I can keep my backpack a little bit more organized. And with that done, let's head over to the village so I can show you guys what else I worked on. I don't know how many emeralds we're going to end up needing in the future, but having a bunch of villagers that trade melons and pumpkins is definitely a good way to get emeralds. And yeah, I've added a bunch of decoration into this area. I added some botany pots so they're growing melons and pumpkins. And most of the villagers are already maxed out and they mostly all have melons and pumpkins, I think. Some had to be, of course, relocated to somewhere else. Well, I guess that leads us to what we're going to be doing today. And I think today I want to get into the vinery mod and build a vineyard. I have been buying some of the Wandering Trader grapes. What is that?
To Froggy, enjoy.
Oh, this is amazing. A gift from Blockdown. All right. Whoa. Hallowed pickaxe? This is really cool. Whoa, the Sacred Alloy achievement. Craft a hallowed pickaxe from hallowed ingots, which is forged from a bunch of stuff that I don't know how to say. Wow, thanks so much, Blockdown. Well, I guess I'm gonna go enchant these tools really quickly, so you guys have already seen that. I'll be right back. I'm just adding some mending to everything, and just in case you guys were curious, I ended up going with Fortune for our new hallowed pickaxe. That way it could be a little bit more special. Anyways, like I was saying before I got distracted, I actually have been collecting up a bunch of the grapes from the vinery mod. There are 2 different kinds from the jungle, savanna, the regular plains, and then the taiga as well. So let's go ahead and organize these. Okay, it does look like we're only missing the white taiga grapes. We have 1 of each of the rest of them. And while adventuring before, I have found a taiga. Is that Blockdown's boat? Oh, I guess he must have logged out after he gave me my gift. What is that? Why is the turtle sack 5,000 turtles high? What is that? I guess our trip won't be lonely. In any case though, let's head on over to the taiga. What are those big bushy things right there? I don't think that's a grape. It's a hop seed. Okay. It's probably for some beer brewing? All right, let's be on the lookout for some grapes. I did find some lettuce, but I haven't found actually any grape seeds yet. Lots of berries, lots of flowers, lots of hop seeds though. Okay, and it does look like there's a lush cave around here somewhere. That'll be nice to know in case we need more clay. Oh, is that it? No, I don't think so. I think that's actually a sweet berry bush that's not fully grown in. Yep. There is so much delicious coarse dirt here, but I have to focus on the task at hand. I can't start just randomly pulling up all the ground. Oh, just up ahead, there's something different. I don't know if that's a grape, though. No, that is an oat. I didn't even know we could have oats. That's like wheat? I'll have to figure out how to get some of that. Oh, right up here, there's a chest. Lots of goodies in here to take. I guess I'll take the leather and the bread. I mean, we can always add all of this into our backpack, right? Oh, there's a new kind of plant. What is that? Oh, okay. I think that's the red taiga grapes. All right. So the grapes are possible. Is this also going to be red? Yes. It's almost nighttime, so I should probably sleep soon once I get to the top of this thing. Just swim up this little kind of waterfall going on here. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a snooze before the mobs start spawning. Oh, right up there, there's a lantern. Is that a village? Doesn't look like it. 500 blocks, 1,000 blocks. This must be a sign. Follow me to find a village. Oh, these point to villages. That's cool. You know, I have been searching now for like the better part of about 20 minutes. I don't see these berries anywhere. Oh, there's a new wolf. Oh my gosh, we gotta take him home. Hello, I don't have any bones with me. Wait, Wait, is that it? And you're looking right at that. Oh my gosh. There we go, white tiger grape seeds. I don't have any leads or any bones, but I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna take you home with me. I cannot believe how lucky that was. We found a new wolf variant and we found the grapes that we needed. This is incredible. I'm gonna walk this guy back to the boat and then we'll sail home. So see you guys in a minute. Oh man, it is so good to see the gatehouse. Let's go ahead and get this doggy downstairs so I can tame him with some bones. All right, buddy, here you go. And you know what? Let me know if you guys have any name suggestions for this doggo in the comments. Now, with that whole adventure to the taiga out of the way, I think we should probably get a start on our vineyard. And like I mentioned in the last episode, behind the mud farm over here, I think this is where I want to add it. Now, we are going to have to chop a bunch of these trees and, of course, also do a little bit of terraforming because it's a little bit uneven up here. Wait, there are grape seeds right here. I didn't even know. Honestly, I think that seals the deal for me. This is definitely meant to be a vineyard up here. So I guess let's go ahead and get into a time lapse. All right, next up, we're gonna have to grab a bunch of logs, and that's so that we can turn them into these grapevine stems. I suppose we should grab all of our grape seeds as well so we can plant them over in the new area for the winery. I've never used this mod before though, so I'm just gonna see how this works. So you can plant down all of these stems into the ground, and then we can plant our seeds. Well, okay, we gotta look a little bit higher, but then we can plant the seeds up a little bit. So I guess now we're just going to go ahead and plant all of the different seeds that we have and try to get a bunch of grapes growing. Okay, the only seeds I have left are these jungle seeds, but it doesn't appear that they go on the grapevine stems. So I'm assuming that these ones must go on the lattice. Let's go ahead and try. Yep, okay, these ones go on the lattice. That's kind of cool. I definitely didn't have enough grapes to fill out this entire thing, but I'm gonna sit here and AFK for a little bit and try to get a bunch of grapes to fill them all out. So I'll bring you back in a moment. All right, it's been a while and I've collected a bunch of grapes. Okay, maybe it's not that many grapes, but it's still quite a bit. As you can see from right here, all of the grape stems are actually filled in now. And I've been putting all of the extras and some cherries and apples and stuff that I've been growing in this shulker. I do think that the apple tree and the cherry trees are just temporary, as I'm not sure exactly where I want to put them yet. And we can always buy apples from our villagers. But at this point, I think it's time that we start talking about where we're going to lay out some buildings. Now this area over here, I think I'm gonna make into a stable, and then back over here by the apple tree kind of, I think the whole winery is gonna go. And then here to the left, I think I wanna do like a grape pressing building over there with all of the grape smashing pots. I've got some wool in my inventory, so I'm gonna go away for a moment and try to plot out some of these buildings, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, all back, and yeah, it ended up working out exactly like I thought it was going to. So this area over here on the right, this is going to be a stable for all of the wine mules we've been collecting. And then this building is going to be our main building. I feel like this building is going to have like a bar and maybe our wine cellar down below it. This will be our little entryway, and then through here will be the bar. And then we are going to have a tower on this one, and I think I'm going to have ladder access to the second floor in this building. And this pink wool over here, this is actually going to be our grape crushing building, and I'm going to have to remove, of course, this like mossy stone brick with all the lattice on it. So this will be like our little entryway, and then in here we'll have our different pots to crush down our grapes and probably some storage and stuff. And with our plans drawn, I think the last thing we need to talk about is that I want to introduce a new color into the build palette. Truthfully, I think that some warm yellow terracotta could be the perfect addition to this palette that we have going on and not look too out of place. So Blockdown actually gave me the coordinates to a Badlands, and I think I'm gonna go head to sleep and then head out in the morning for a fresh journey. And since we've already been on a journey this episode, I'll just meet you there, and if anything interesting happens, I'll bring you back. In the morning, me and my turtle friends set out on a wonderful new adventure. We even boated past a mushroom island that I didn't even know existed. Eventually, I stopped and saw this extremely interesting looking dark oak forest village. And of course, the loot goblin inside me had to loot. Honestly, besides taking their bookshelves and some bread, there wasn't much here until I went into one of these church structures, which had a Karmot staff smithing template. This seemed to be super important, and since Blockdown was doing stuff with mythic metals, I decided to grab it and take it to him. After some time, I finally reached the coordinates that Blockdown gave me, and I decided to vein mine up a bunch of the terracotta that I could find, not only yellow, but also regular in case I wanted to make any other colors as well. And after gathering up a bunch of stacks of it, I decided that it was probably time to head home. And when I got there, I dropped off all of my mythic metal stuff to Blockdown. Back on my island, I headed down into the caves and collected a bunch of stone and andesite for the vineyard builds. I crafted up some more daub, and then I headed out into the courtyard area to collect some dark cherry leaves from the vinery mod trees. And when that was finished, I went to the XP shower to heal up all of my tools. And with our tools mended and all of our materials gathered, I think it's time that we actually start building up our winery. So let's cue the time lapse. Okay, we still need a couple of details in here. So to complete this building, we're going to put in some of these windows from the Macaw's Windows mod, and these actually open up. If you right click them with an empty hand, you actually can open the windows and they look so good. That's actually so homey and cozy. I love it. And then I think out here, I'm going to do a couple of these blue orchids just for some color. And then with our sawmill, I'm going to make a bunch of spruce fences. And I made these adorable covered lanterns, and you can actually turn these into wall lanterns. So I think we'll craft up a bunch of these and let's hang some on the wall. Not quite like that. Let's actually fix that. Oh my gosh. Hello frogcrafting. There we go. That is so cute. But like I mentioned earlier, the primary purpose of this building is going to be crushing grapes. And before we start crushing our grapes, there's something else I want to do. The vinery mod itself has a winemaking outfit, so you can get a straw hat and an apron and some gloves and boots and stuff, and it's super cute. And all of this looks pretty doable, except for the rabbit hide. It sounds like we're gonna have to go on another adventure for this episode, which I really was not prepared for, honestly. But before we go, let's go ahead and dye some of our sheep blue so we can get some of the blue wool we're gonna need for the jeans. And you know what? We need some red and some white too, so we'll just get a bunch of this. Now that we're in the boat, I think we'll go to the flower forest first because I think that's where rabbits can spawn. At least that's where I've seen them before. Well, and at this point, I spent the next couple of hours looking around all these different biomes for some rabbits. And to make a very long story short, I didn't find any in the flower forest. I did end up taking a couple of beehives, and this one was full of bees. And I even walked around for a while with my debug hitboxes shown so that I could probably see bunnies easier, but I had no luck. I did end up hearing a mob with a backpack, so of course I dug into a skeleton spawner, and then I killed a bunch of the skeletons and got the backpack from the backpack mob. And then I headed out onto the high seas again because actually on the Minecraft wiki, I found out that bunnies can spawn in regular forests too, so I wanted to check out another one that I had nearby. But of course I had no luck once again, but I did hear another backpack mob in a cave, so I dug straight down and then I killed the skeleton. The loot in the backpack wasn't that great, but we got another jukebox upgrade, and then of course I grabbed a horse and brought him onto the boat where I sailed off in search of a meadow because I've also seen bunnies in meadows before. The meadow trip, as expected, did not go that well. There were no bunnies and no mobs whatsoever there. Eventually, I stumbled upon the structure that Blockdown and I had visited in the previous episode with all of the spiders, and this happened to be in a snowy biome, so of course I thought maybe there'll be some bunnies here. And luckily for me, there was. I always hate the noises when you kill bunnies, but with my task completed, I returned home. And oh my gosh, guys, I really hope I don't have to go adventuring anytime soon again because it was already enough to get this horse home and everything else. And wait, is the horse riding me in the water? What is going on? What the heck? This is absolutely incredible. Anyways, now that we're back home, we can go ahead and get some more brown wool because I forgot to get this before we left. And now with everything acquired that we're going to need, let's craft our straw hat. And then I think that the apron is just like a chest plate, but out of red wool. Yep, there we go. I can never remember the order for the pants, but there's the pants with some leather. And then of course the boots. And now that we have this outfit, we can go ahead and smash our grapes. But before we do that, this outfit actually has a set bonus. And the effect of it when you're wearing every piece of the outfit is that, well, you don't use bone meal. So as you can see, the bone meal in my hand is not going down, but the durability of the armor is going down. I mean, we basically have unlimited bone meal after last episode anyway, so that's not really a big thing, but in the early game, that might be nice for people if you didn't know that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our grapevine pots set down, and let's fill those with some red grapes. And then I guess we have to go ahead and jump on these to crush the grapes, which is kind of gross if you think about it. Then let's go ahead and make some glass bottles, and we'll turn those into wine bottles, and then we can collect our juice. And yep, there we go. We got some red grape juice, and it looks like each one gives us 2. Wow, and even from this one type out of the 8 types, there's so many recipes. Before we get too in-depth with all of those recipes though, let's put down some aging barrels so we can make a simple one. And the first one we're going to make is actually cherry wine. So we're going to use our red grape juice and some cherries, and we'll add in some wine bottles in here. We'll just put the 2. I don't know if it'll do both of these, but it does look like it's going to take a while here. So I guess we'll just wait for that to be done. And while we wait, let's go ahead and work on the next building, our little stable. All right, our stable is kind of built up. We do need to add a couple of things to it, but right now I'm pretty happy with where it's at. I definitely want to get some lighting in here and change out the floor, but I'm going to do that later, I think. For now, let's go check on our wine. It looks like it only did the 1 wine, so I guess you have to do these one at a time. Let's go ahead and give this a taste test though. And guess it just tastes like regeneration 2 for 40 seconds. Well, now we have something more to work towards, and of course the shrine wants us now. You know, just when I was getting into something too. All right, you mystical hunk of rock, what is it that you want from me this time? At the shrine of ancient lore, a dragon's head it does implore. Bring it forth and you shall see magic's gift bestowed on thee. I'm gonna have to go to an end city to get a dragon head. Are you kidding me? While I don't necessarily want to go to the end right now, I think it would probably be a good idea to go into the nether and get all the ender pearls and blaze rods and stuff that we're gonna need. So let's go. And honestly, I really don't want to be here any longer than we are required to be because the modded nether is so scary to me. Lucky for me though, there's a blaze spawner right nearby. And while I'm here, I'm also going to grab some quartz because you never know when you're going to need a bunch of quartz. What was that? Ruby ore. Whoa, okay. It looks like you can use this to make a bunch of different stuff. I guess I'll hang on to this for now. Oh, there's one of those things again. I wonder if I can kill it. Oh my god! Okay, they explode. And what is that little pretty ore that we found? Magical metals, raw stormix. I don't know what that is. Oh, there's more. Oh, I've seen this stuff before. I think this is cinnamonite? I don't know. All right, now just to find some endermen. What the heck is that? Oh, ew, it's like a wither skeleton snake. Oh my god, ew, there's another one. I really don't like it here. I just need a couple of endermen. Probably a stack of pearls would do me more than well. But the majority of the time, all I'm finding is these wither skeleton snakes. Stop taking up the mob cap. I need enderman. Ooh, what is that ore? Gold. Raw Midas gold. This nether trip is just taking forever. There's so few endermen. I'm actually getting... Ooh, cinnamon stuff. Once again. Can we just get a couple more endermen? Okay, there's 2 right there. And of course, there's a piglin. And there's one of those snakes as well. Oh my gosh, this place is awful. All right, let's kill this last guy and then we can get out of here. Die. Oh! A wither skeleton skull! Well, I guess that answers my question of whether or not those things can drop wither skeleton skulls. Might be a good way to farm them since there's so many spawning over here. Here's that piglin structure, and there's a piglin with a backpack, so I need to go get that. Just a little bit scared, so I'm gonna just slowly bridge over and hope they don't kill me. And here he is. Give me your backpack, sir. I would very much like that. Oh, are you stuck in a hole? All right, all right, all right. Gotcha. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, there it is. Thankfully, it's all right. And what do we have in it? Oh wow, actually a lot of good stuff. Holy! I'm gonna wait to search the rest of that though for Blockdown because I don't want to deal with piglin brutes on my own. And now that we're out of the nether and we have all the stuff for our task, let's go back and focus on our winery for a little bit. I'm just not really in the mood to go to the end right now, so... I do want to smelt up our Midas gold though. And with these ingots, we can actually make a crown. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. But with our crown crafted, let's go ahead and focus on getting our winery built. The bones of our structure are in, so it's decorating time. And just like always, we're gonna start with the floor. For the floor, I've chosen these floorboards from the Candlelight Dinner mod, and I think they give off the right vibe. And it's cheaper than just using planks, actually. They sort of look to me, at least, like a middle ground between oak and spruce. Like oak and spruce had a baby, and this was the result. Time to put some windows in. I love so much that these open, and oh my gosh, look at that view. For now, I have these covered wall lanterns. We'll just put these in here for some temporary lighting. And we'll go ahead and get a door over here in this little tower bit. This is one of the Macaw's barn doors. And I want to get a bunch of these bar counters so we can actually make our own bar for people to sit at in the vineyard. And per usual, we'll cap that off with a trapdoor, at least for now. We'll definitely need to get some cabinets back here. Wait, I need this cobblestone sink. This is going to be so cute. All right, so can we turn it on? Oh, we can. Okay, awesome. Then since this is for a vineyard, we're gonna go ahead and add a bunch of these little wine bottle storages. And I absolutely love these lamps from Candlelit Dinner. They're so cute. Maybe get some more tables made. And of course, we'll go ahead and put down some more tables with some lights on them in all of these areas. We'll have a few tables over here for seating for guests from the winery bar. But there's still a lot of this place left to decorate, and yeah, I'm probably gonna do the rest off camera and bring you guys back in a minute. Okay, one last thing before we see the vineyard. I actually think we're gonna need another magnum torch because that area over there is not protected at all by our first one. And now that we have all these extra materials laying around, they're pretty easy to craft, and I think I'm just gonna stick it right over here, and if we need to make more, we can always craft more. Now, as far as the actual vineyard goes, we're getting pretty close to being done. I did add some details out here, like some water spouts for water for the eventual mules that'll be in here. And of course, I've decorated a little bit inside and outside, so we do have some seating area outside now. Of course, it does need a little bit of extra work, but we're getting there. The bottom floor I turned into a bar. Of course, I don't have any wine to put in there yet because we haven't made our wine cellar yet, but this is eventually where you can sit to have a drink or sit with some friends. And going up the ladder brings you to the second floor, which opens up into an office for me. This is going to be like my head of operations for the vineyard. I even invested in making this typewriter, which I thought was really, really cool. And I think it would be cool if eventually when we're fully done and ready for someone to come visit, if we write them a letter here. I actually think the next thing I'm going to work on is getting the wine cellar ready so we can actually start aging and storing a bunch of different wines. So let's go ahead and start digging out this area underneath the bar here. I'll be right back. Before we head down into the wine cellar, I did end up adding our jungle grapes out here onto the sides of our grape crushing building. I just feel like they look really, really good here. I do still want to change up how all of the grapevine stem things are out here growing all of the other grapes, but eventually I think I'll get around to that. Now inside we can go behind the bar, and I actually changed out the trapdoor for the saloon door, but if we go down the ladder here, we'll be down in our wine cellar. And honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with how cluttered and adorable this is, and we can store our wine down here, which I'm really excited about. We're gonna need to make a bunch of juice of all the different kinds of grapes and stuff. Oh, and I also realized that we didn't have an apple press, so I crafted up one of those because we're gonna need that for apple wine as well. I think we can just chuck this down and then we get to just put apples inside of it and they automatically crush without us doing anything. And just like that, we have some apple mash, which we can use later to make apple juice when we need to brew up some different kind of wines. But to brew the rest of our wine, we're going to need to crush a bunch of apples to get a bunch of different kinds of juice from all the different kinds of grapes that we've been collecting. So I guess I'll be here doing that for just a little bit. Alright, a short while later and I've got a bunch of different juices from all the different grapes, and we've got a bunch of different other materials as well to make up some of this wine. Now, some things we won't be able to make, like the chorus wine, because we haven't been to the end yet. But this magnetic wine only requires some white juice and some iron, so that should be doable. So we'll plop in our juice and our iron and then go ahead and add a wine bottle as well, and that should just slowly age down, and now we can go ahead and try to make some more. This Noor wine actually gives instant health, and that might be kind of useful in the coming times against the dragon and whatever other tasks the shrine might have for us. Because yes, I have not forgotten about that task, but I do want to get a bunch of wine brewed up before we go to the end so we can share with Blockdown. And I have one other task I want to do as well. And that's actually going to be to put down a piece of paper here at the typewriter, sit down, and type a friend of mine a letter because I really want them to come visit us on Fantasy Island. My dearest friend, Fantasy Island is everything I could have dreamed it would be. But one thing that I'm missing here is your jokes and smile. If you find some time, would you like to come for a visit? The most gracious of hosts, Lady Frogcrafting. Let's go ahead and get this letter sealed up and sent off. And let's just hope that our friend decides to come and visit us. And I guess while we're waiting, we can go see if Blockdown might want to accompany me to the end. Blocky?
Huh? I didn't take anything.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. You're right.
I was just going to the end and I wanted to stop by and see if you wanted to go with me.
The end?
Yeah.
Fight the dragon?
Yeah, I need to get a dragon head for my shrine task.
Oh, well, I don't really have a bow, so I'm not really going to be that useful.
Oh, well, I've got you covered, friend. I bought this bow from my villagers, a composite longbow, and it looks so cool.
Oh, that means I have to go. Okay, I mean, can I enchant this thing before we leave?
Yeah, I also brought you some wine that I made.
Double jump and instant health. Very nice.
Wait, can you try the double jump? I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Oh, it tastes a bit weird.
Oh.
Whoa! Yo! Oh, this is so cool.
Can we take your boat? Because my boat has a lot of turtles in it.
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask.
I thought it was you.
No, that's definitely not me. Oh, wait, before we go, you got a crafting table in this place?
No?
What sort of establishment is this?
I have a crafting table in my backpack.
Okay, well, good for you. I actually brought some stuff to make us some sandwiches.
Thank you so much for the sandwiches. Want to throw the eye?
Okay, you throw it then.
You know, you were able to make sandwiches. Were you able to make those chicken nuggets I asked for?
Wait, can you actually make them?
You can make chicken Alfredo.
You can make chicken sandwiches.
There's fried chicken.
You want chicken sandwiches? You want chicken sandwiches? Chicken sandwiches?
I do like chicken sandwiches.
Chicken sandwiches? I'm making chicken sandwiches.
Time to throw another eye.
Over this way. See ya.
You're hitting me! If I could reach you.
Hey, look, we'll end up like that shipwreck if you carry on like that.
Do, 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 do. You know, I was just thinking maybe there was like a chicken nugget store like right in through here.
You know what? I'm going to throw another eye.
Oh, there's free coarse dirt here.
Hey, stick to the task at hand.
Wait, but this is important.
Oh, well, I certainly hope we don't need a boat because we're swimming otherwise.
Oh, it's back.
Oh, back this way. Right, I don't need to alarm you, but I think it's right here.
How do you know? Oh, I think it went down. I think it went down.
Wait, I was right.
How did you know that?
I don't know.
You're smart.
Just guessed. Okay, dig down. See ya.
Wait.
We'll be
Ow.
fine. We'll be fine.
Blockdown.
Everything's fine.
Blockdown, I don't know if this is very safe.
Yeah, it's fine. Trust me.
Oh, campsite. Yes.
It's mine. Stay
It's
back.
mine. No, what is it?
Yeah!
What was it?
Plastic drinking hat.
Look, right there.
Where? Oh, yes! I don't like this stronghold. This is the most pointless door I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, wait. Maybe it's this way. Did you see any more strongholds?
Watch out, skeleton!
Oh! I found it!
Yo, break that.
Yeah, break it. I have just enough eyes. You ready, buddy?
Let's go.
All right, here goes nothing.
Ugh.
Whoa! Oh my god, it's
Oh, yo.
beautiful!
Wait, this one has a backpack too.
Get him!
Oh, I hit so many. He's freaking out, dude. He's freaking out!
Did you get anything good in it?
I got a spear, a cloud bottle.
Double jump!
Yo! Oh, this is so good.
This is the best day ever.
Okay, I'm ready to slay.
Because I get to be with my best friend.
Yes, I hit one. Come here, dragon. Your stinking breath absolutely stinks.
Yeah, it smells a little bit like Blockdown over here.
Whoa!
It smells a little bit like fish.
We're getting there. I mean...
Oh man, you know what I love to have during this fight? A chicken's... Ow!
I'm right in front of my bow!
I was trying to talk to you. I didn't know you'd shoot me for wanting to talk to you.
Come on, you stupid dragon. No one wants you here.
I like her. I wish that we could be her friend.
Yeah, well, you can't. Oh, that's fine.
No, she's so low.
Just flew off straight away. You're kidding me.
Yes!
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 You still have to help me kill the dragon.
I have to get a dragon head.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll help you if you help me afterwards.
Okay, with what?
I want to kill a wither.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll help.
Oh, okay. Right, let's go then.
Wait, what was that?
I have no idea. Netherite claymore?
Wait,
Yo!
where did you get that?
Sunflare signet.
6% attack speed and damage and 10% roll recharge. What is a roll recharge?
This.
Whoa!
Whew.
What was that? How do you do that?
Just dodge roll, you know? You don't know about dodge roll?
Oh, is that thing next to the hotbar?
Yeah.
I've been wondering what that is. Oh my gosh.
Wait, your roll is so long. Oh, wait. No.
Oh,
What?
there's a jellyfish.
Wait, I thought this was going to be boring.
Blockdown, where are we? So guys, to make a very long story short, Blockdown and I explored the end and we found so many new cool biomes from the Better End mod. But we were looking around for a couple hours for an end city and really had a lot of trouble finding one. Eventually we did end up finding one and we went up the tower slowly hoping that it would actually have a ship, which luckily it did. We went ahead and killed the shulkers and Blockdown went down to take care of the shulker below while I grabbed the dragon head. And then of course he shared some of the treasure with me. He took some of it for himself though. Well, I'm gonna take this, thanks.
Does this mean we can leave now?
Yes.
Well, you want to know what the best part is?
What?
We get to hand in your task and then go kill a wither.
Yeah. Do you already have the heads?
No.
Great. Shrine? Take that dragon head.
It's time to shrine.
Whoa!
Yo, you did it!
All right. Let's see. What are we gonna get this time? Whoa! What is that?
Crystallite Elytra.
And a crystal arcane staff. This does way more spell power than my staff. All right, so I guess there's one for me and one for you.
Yes!
Blockdown. Wait, look at how this looks.
Yo, we are swagged out right now.
We are so cool. Oh my goodness. With these elytra now, I went over to my island to grab some gunpowder and Blockdown went over to his island to grab some paper. I crafted up a bunch of rockets while he just watched me. And then we both enchanted our elytras. And we took our first real flight over to the nether portal. I brought Blockdown over to that wither skeleton biome with all the wither skeleton snakes, and I immediately from both of my first kills got wither skeleton skulls, which was actually pretty lucky. That's never happened to me before. And we visited the bastion.
There's a chest down there.
Oh!
Wait, there's a template. There's a template!
Blockdown ended up needing a template for a crafting recipe, but he wouldn't tell me what it was for. Further exploration of the structure gave me my own templates and a bunch of other amazing loot. And when we were back home, we headed down into Blockdown's mine, down into the deep slate levels where he could eventually build a wither tunnel. And because we were so powerful and OP, the fight was over in like 20 seconds, not even joking. And I stole Blockdown's diamonds. Well, Blockdown, I have to sit. Wait. You're gonna really just leave me here?
Oh yeah, you have to jump, don't you?
Yes! Oh,
Yo!
that was sick. Do it. Oh, well.
Oh, you see that? There's a trapdoor! Oh, that was so cool.
That was actually so sick. Well, okay. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I had a lot of fun with you.
Yeah, well, wish I could say the same. Okay, see ya, bye!
Wait, Blockdown. You forgot your boat at the Dark Oak Forest.
Oh.
Well, that was pretty fun, and we got an elytra. I'm actually obsessed with how this elytra looks as well. Plus, I just went over and enchanted our new arcane staff. But actually, next up on my to-do list is going to be trading with a bunch of these villagers for a bunch of emeralds so that I can buy a bunch of bricks. Well, bricks and a couple of lanterns as well. And that's because we need to finish up this project before our guest gets here. I know we've been building a lot with brick for the roofs of our kingdom, but I actually want to use brick as a, well, you'll see. I guess in my mind, I've always kind of seen these areas of the kingdom a little bit differently. Like this will be the plaza courtyard area, and then there'll be a raised area over there and a raised area over here. And you probably guessed it, but we're going to be building up a little bit of a retaining wall. I'm not exactly sure where I want it to start. Maybe here? Guess if we don't like it, we can always remove it later, but let's try this out. And I'm actually a little bit nervous because I don't want this to be too much brick for the kingdom, but I don't know if it necessarily will be or not. And I've got a basic shape here. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in with some dirt, and then we'll kick it into a time lapse to finish up the wall. I actually did a lot more work than I anticipated, but I want to quickly go ahead and get all this path replaced because I'm not ready 100% to change out this entire area yet. I just want to get the pathway done before our guest gets here. And of course, we're using the same blocks that we had before, which is our mud bricks, our packed mud, and our coarse dirt. Like I said before, I'm probably going to change this all out eventually, but for right now, I just want a little bit of a pathway connecting up the different regions of the base. I don't 1000% know what I'm going to do back here, but roping it off is probably better than leaving it open. And of course, we'll also get this pathway up here taken care of going towards the winery. We'll make sure that we finish up this mule pen here really quickly. And a little bit of a touch of grass never hurt anyone. And then we can finally move all of these wine mules that I stole from the Wandering Winemaker a long time ago. And honestly, these are the 4 that I've been keeping track of, but I think there's more on the island somewhere. Come on, you cuties, let's go up the stairs. Quickly, let's go. It might not be like a 5-star resort, but I mean, it's better than sitting out there in the gatehouse chained to it, right? I actually think the one thing this area is missing altogether would be all of these rose bushes because it just needs some flowers. I don't know. And rose bushes are definitely like my favorites. Now, flying away quick, let's go ahead and sleep. And then I want to take a look at how it looks from further away. Sometimes that helps me see it in a new perspective, you know? And wow, that actually looks so good. I kind of love it. It looks so peaceful and magical with this morning sunshine. Walking through these fields of grapes is actually so cool as well. I really love this. Honestly, big shout out to the maker of this Let's Do mod because this is probably one of my favorite mods that I've tried this year. Also, in between clips, I've been quite busy stocking up the winery and the bar area. So I hope our guest is up for a wine tasting because I've got a lot of varieties here ready for them. And if we need any extras, they're all down here in the basement of the vineyard in our wine cellar. At this point, I have pretty much nothing left to do in this episode, so I'm gonna go ahead and live stream and then I'll bring you guys back once our guest is here. Well, okay, no sign of our guest yet, but I do want to show you guys what we ended up accomplishing over on the live stream. We went mining for some resources, but then of course we planted behind all of these grapevines a oat field. And this is from another Let's Do mod, but I thought it looked so pretty right here. And on that stream, we got a ton of diamonds and other resources as well. And now I guess I just wait by the sea and hope that a ship's coming. Wait, is that a ship in the distance right there? Oh my gosh, that is! Oh my gosh, I better head down to the docks to meet them. I'm so excited! Oh my goodness, Sev!
Wait, I'm drowning. Frog! Frog! I got your letter! Don't mind me just drowning in the ocean.
You got my letter!
Yeah, I did.
So you came to try some of my wines?
Yeah! You know I have to drive back later, right?
You can just sleep it off, you know, it's fine. I have an extra bed.
Yay!
Since Sev has never played with the Create mod before, she wanted a tour of the base, and it went exactly how you thought it would go. So this is the winery. It doesn't have a name yet, but as you can see, we have a couple of winemaking mules.
Wine mules? I was gonna ask, like, do they make the wine?
If you see any hairs in the wine, that's not my fault, is all I'm saying. This is a lot of work for one person. Let me go ahead and head behind the bar. You can feel free to sit. Oh, can you please take your shoes off of the bar?
Yeah. Just putting my little
Your
kitties
feet
on
are
the
still on the bar. Maybe you just need like a shorter.
Am I too tall for the chair?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, that's better.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
There we go. Okay. What kind would you like to try? I have a noir here. Would you like that?
Ooh, yes. Frog.
Oh, here. Here. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Okay. Here's a Bolvar.
Ooh.
You didn't bring any tools from home?
No, I just brought myself from home, from my chest at home.
Okay, can you please not look in these chests though? Because I have some personal items in there.
Oh really?
Can you please stay out of my personal item chest? Okay, well, this one is also a special one. This one gives you the climbing effect. So you can drink this one and then you can actually go climb. Yeah, then you can climb up walls like a spider. Sev had too many drinks and was on the roof.
Oh yeah!
You're gonna get broken glass all over my vineyard. Oh my goodness!
My kneecaps!
Okay, you are cut off officially. No more wine for you. I feel like I have learned something about Sev today. So what do you think of my winery?
It's so good, especially the wine and the mules.
Oh yeah, the wine and the mules.
Yeah, wine and mules goes really well together.
Well, you know, Sev, I was actually hoping that maybe you could help me with something.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of the other places in this, in this world have a name, but this doesn't. I don't have a name for the vineyard.
I mean, you could just call it like Wine Mule Vineyard.
Wine Mule Vineyard? Honestly, that kind of works. You should probably get some rest and sleep off all that wine since you have to drive in the morning.
Oh yeah. Yay! I slept. I have slept a whole 1 second.
That was good. Sometimes it feels like that when I sleep too. All right, drive safe.
Thank you.
Stop drinking with me.
Drive boat.
Don't hit any turtles. And as quickly as she had come, Sev was gone. Or at least that's what I thought.
Hey, so do you want to prank Blockdown with me?
Oh, sure. But can I drive?
Okay.
So we headed over to Blockdown's island to prank him. And of course, if you guys know Sev, you'll know what kind of prank she wanted to do. Well, it was nice to have Sev come visit, but there's still one last thing that I want to do to wrap up this episode. At the end of episode 2, I asked for a bunch of names for some villagers and some name suggestions for the village as well, and today we're finally going to post them. The first of which is the village, which I'm going to name Glimmerhaven. And with the stars and water glimmering around us, I'm sure that you guys can see why this name was suggested. As for the villagers, I picked out a bunch of random names from the comments that I liked, so we're gonna go ahead and name a bunch of these. And why is there a grass block here? Probably an Enderman. And I just want to take a moment to say a huge thank you to everyone who suggested a name because they were all so amazing. It was so hard to choose just a few. And well, I guess I didn't say that they were going to be the villager residents because the last two are going to the llamas, Marina and Millie. The next name I actually chose for the entire kingdom, and this name was suggested quite a few times. And that name is the Crystal Isles, which I absolutely love. I think we're definitely gonna have to build our castle with a bunch of crystals, don't you guys think? And last but not least, our vineyard. And a huge thanks to Sev for naming that for us. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. A lot of stuff happened today, and it was so much fun to hang out with Blockdown and Sev, of course, too. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye! Ow. Bye.